Hello and welcome everybody to the second game of the doubleheader for the Rattlers here today. They'll be squaring off against East New Mexico University, the Vias, or the Zias I should say. First pitch thrown in there for strike one by Marcela Bizarro. Bizarro, the starting pitcher today, she has a 2.43 ERA, a 1-0 win-loss record on the season. She'll be making her fifth start here today. And in 23 innings pitched, she has 4 strikeouts, so Bizarro will be looking to be effective here today. At first, that second pitch out of the zone, 1-1 now. St. Mary's doing very well in the St. Mary's Invitational so far, 3-0 the record so far this weekend. This will be their second game of the day here today, and of course they'll be back in action tomorrow. And that one swung on and missed by Velasquez. Let's go on ahead, meet their opponents, the Zias of East New Mexico University. They come into play today, a record of 6-7. Audrey Velasquez, she'll be leading off, playing shortstop. Jacqueline Candelara, she'll be after her, playing center field. Kyra Sirig will be batting third and playing left field, as that pitch is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. After Sirig, it'll be Shelby Ripple, the catcher. Batting fifth will be Elizabeth Velasquez. She'll be batting fifth and playing second base. Mallory Mitchner, she'll be batting sixth and playing third. Erica Armendariz will be batting seventh and playing first base. Kaylin Garmon will be the designated player and batting eighth. And Rebecca Long will be playing right field and batting ninth. So one away and 1-0 the count. Bizarro looking for a sign. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed. It'll be a 1-1 count. St. Mary's, they've been incredible to start this year. A very hot start. 15-3, the record for these Lady Rattlers. Taking down several ranked teams. As that pitch swung on and missed, and Bizarro looks like she has it going early on. And for taking down all those teams, St. Mary's, they're ranked number 14 in the nation currently. And a well-deserved rankings. They've had the bats going, they've had the pitching going. And Bizarro just barely missed with that one, 2-2 now the count. So a 2-2 pitch, and that one fouled off. Let's go on ahead and meet the St. Mary's defense from left to right. In the outfield, it's Vidrine, Nichols, and then Nash. All of them currently playing very deeply. And then around the horn in the infield from third base on over to first, it's Sardalich, Medina, Villa, and Richter. Bizarro, of course, is on the mound, and then behind the plate is Alex Rodriguez. 2-2 the count. That one a little nubber. Rodriguez fields it barehanded. The throw to first is not in time, and Richter lost the handle on it anyway, so it's not always the ball most hard hit that gets you on base. And Jacqueline will stand on first. You're going to rule that a base hit. Now here comes Kyra Sirag to the plate. Sirag, the left fielder here today. She's currently batting .286 on the season. She has 7 RBIs. The first pitch thrown in there for a call is strike one. Sirag, she's played in 12 of the 13 games for the Zias so far this year. Only a couple of players have actually played in all 13. As that one's out of the zone, 1-1 now the count. Bizarro with her sign. Here's the delivery. And that one shot but foul down the third base side. And Bizarro, she'll get the ball back. We'll get ready to go back to play. Siraj, she'll step back in. Eastern New Mexico University wearing the emeralds and silvers. 1-2 the count. That pitch lifted toward left field. Vidrine coming on, but she'll let her fall in front of her safely instead of taking a chance. And the Zias will have their second hit of the day. So it'll be 2 on board for the Zias, and Shelby Ripple will be coming up to the plate.
Batting fourth for the Zias, pitcher number 22, Shelby
Ripple leading the Zias in batting average. 366 on the year. Very impressive numbers. As that one's hit over toward right field, a diving catch is made by Fields. The runner will tag up and go to third, and on the throw over to second base. And no call's been made yet. There's at least 2 out, and a call hasn't been made. Runner's trying to score at home. She's definitely out, and so there's 3 away. So a little trickery right there, trying to score, and St. Mary's manages to get out of the inning. So an interesting way to end the top of the first, but St. Mary's unscathed, and we're heading to the bottom as you're watching Rattler Softball on the Rattler Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes have led a year to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
And welcome back, everyone. The bottom of the first inning, ready to get underway. The pitcher for Eastern New Mexico University is Vanessa Ramirez. Vanessa, a 7.64 ERA on the year. This will be her second start on the season, a 0-0 record, although she has pitched in 3 games so far this year. That first pitch thrown in there for called strike 1. Ramirez in her 3 2/3 inning pitch. She's allowed 4 earned runs, 6 unearned. So she'll be looking for a better outing here against the Rattlers. 0-1 the count. And that one out of the zone. For St. Mary's, let's go on ahead and meet their lineup. Nicole Sardolich, she'll lead off. She'll be playing third base. Nichols, she'll be playing center field and batting second. Taylor Vidrine, she'll be batting third and playing left field. Haley Richter, the first baseman, will be batting cleanup. Benavidez, the designated player, as that was deposited for a leadoff single. Benavidez, the designated player, will be batting fifth. Bissaro, she'll pitch and bat sixth. Alex Rodriguez will bat behind her 7th and catch. Via, the second baseman, will bat 8th, and then Nash will round out the lineup and bat and play right field. So I beg your pardon, it was actually Nash who had that incredible diving catch out there in right field. None away, Rattler runner already on base. That first pitch is inside, 1-0. Katie Nichols, a .411 hitter on the year. That's second on this Rattler team. She started all of the games for St. Mary's. 8 RBIs, along with a couple of doubles. Here's the pitch. And she shortened up on the bat there as if she was going to try to lay a bunt down, but the ball was high and tight, so Nichols backed out of the way, and 2-0 now the count. Nichols back into the box. And that one hit her. So after having a high and tight one, Nichols actually takes one. And so there will be 2 girls in gold on base and none away. Now here comes Taylor Vadrine.
For the Rattlers, left field number 19, Taylor Vadrine.
Vadrine hitting .308 on the year. Vadrine, one of 7 players hitting over 300 so far in the year for the Rattlers. Their offense has been absolutely impeccable. She's hitting .308 right now, which is exactly what the team's hitting, .308. Couple runners on base. That one catches the inside corner, 1-1. Taylor, a couple of home runs. Both of those were on the opening weekend here at the new softball field. She also has 10 RBIs, which ties her for 3rd most on the team. That one inside, 2-1 now the count. The Rattler with the most RBIs, she's waiting on deck, Haley Richter. Richter already a staggering 22 RBIs in just 18 games played. Ramirez, slight twist, and she got that one in on the hands of Vadrine, and 1 away. Now here comes Haley Richter.
Batting fourth for the Rattlers, first base number 30, Haley Richter.
Richter now coming up. Haley's batting .333 on the year. 5 doubles, 22 RBIs, a homer to round it out. 1-0 the count. Ramirez always does that twist to her side before she goes. 2-0 now. Let's go on ahead and meet the Zia's defense from left to right. In the outfield, it's Sarag, Candelaria, and Long. Then from third base on over to first, Mitchner, Velasquez, and Velasquez both up the middle. And then Velasquez at first as well. Oh, sorry, Armendariz is at first. 3-0 the count. And then Ripple will be behind the plate and Ramirez in the circle. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that one high and inside, and Richter will draw the walk. So St. Mary's having 3 hitters get to first base in a variety of different ways. Single, hit by pitch, base on ball. And now it'll be Benavidez coming up to the plate with the bases full. Benavides, second on the team in RBIs with 16 to go along with her .315 batting average. That first pitch, inside, 1-0. Benavides also a couple of homers on the year. St. Mary's, they have 13 cumulative home runs to go along in their 18 games, so bombing numbers for the Rattlers. Strike called there, 1-1. This Rattler team actually just tearing it up offensively. There's so many staggering team numbers, 97 runs scored in these 18 games. As this one is hit into center field, 1 run will score. Here comes the second around, and she'll score without a throw as well. And St. Mary's has jumped ahead 2-0 off of the 2 RBI single by Benavides.
RBI single for Laura Benavides.
So Nichols and Sardolich cross the plate, and St. Mary's only 1 away. They're still cooking here in the bottom of the first.
Running for the Rattlers. Your pitcher number 24. Maricela Bizarro.
And now here comes Bizarro to the plate. First pitch out of the zone for ball 1. Marcella, she's 0 for 5 so far on the year. She's done a lot of her work pitching, but it's going to be looking to help her own cause at the plate here today. And that one fouled back, and the count will be evened at 1-1. It's an absolutely beautiful day to be playing softball. The sun's out. There are some clouds in the sky, but overall it just helps cool everything down a little bit. There's a nice breeze going as well, blowing from right to left across the field. As that one catches the inside corner, and Bizarro will find herself down 1-2. Ramirez takes a breath, twists to her left, off-speed pitch, and Bizarro almost offered a very nice pitch, but slightly off the plate. 2-2 now. Here's Ramirez, the lefty, and that one's off the plate, and now it's a full count. A-Rod waits on deck. Via, she's in the hole. And Bizarro goes back into the box. St. Mary's striking first, just as they did in their last game. As this one's off the inside of the bat on Bizarro and pops harmlessly to Michener for the second out of the inning. Now here comes Alex Rodriguez to the plate.
For the Rattlers, your catcher, number 22, Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod,
4 home runs. That leads the team with a .263 average as well. First pitch called a strike 1. Alex, she went deep yesterday, homering in the first game of the doubleheader. The home run put her at 9 RBIs on the season as well. Pitch by Ramirez above the belt, 1-1 the count.
There's a bat, so what?
Alex, one of 7 players to start every single game for the Rattlers so far this year. That kind of consistency is what helps put this team together. Up, and she took one off the arm there. It looks like caught her on the right arm, but Alex will trot on over to first, and the bases will be full of gold once again.
Batting eighth for the Rattlers, your second baseman, number 3, Amanda Villa.
Now here comes Amanda Villa. Villa hitting .304 on the year to go with 7 RBIs. A couple of home runs for herself as well. And that one called strike one. Ramirez, she's already hit a couple of batsmen so far this inning. She's looking to find herself. Here's the pitch. Via, she hacks at that one but fouls it away. 0-2. Ramirez twists to the left. Here's the pitch. Via, she smacks this one over to third. The throw across the diamond is in time. And that'll do it for the inning, but not before St. Mary's takes an early 2-0 lead. You're watching Rattler Softball here on the Rattler Network.
You're not sitting here. Yes, I am. Move. Give it to him hard. No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why are you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
So 2-0, the early lead for the Rattlers as we get ready to start the top of the second. I'm Joe Rodriguez, bringing you all the action here at the softball field. The second game of the doubleheader. If you missed out on the first one, St. Mary's was victorious in that one as well, and they moved to 3-0 now on the St. Mary's Invitational, the second time this year already that the Rattlers have hosted a tournament in their own field. So that first one fired into Elizabeth Velasquez for ball one. And for St. Mary's, it's really home sweet home, a 9-2 record already on the young year, as it proves that the softball field is proving to be beneficial for the Rattlers. I actually caught up with Coach Donna Field. She was talking about, besides the home field advantage, some of the things that the field provided. The main thing she cited was the batting cages. She said when the team first came in, they moved into the field, they thought the field might have been a little bit long because they weren't able to hit the ball quite as far as they were used to, and it's because their practice had been so off from the past 2 years. And then when they were able to start practicing more regularly and getting their reps in at the hitting cages, then the power numbers weren't really an issue for the Lady Rattlers anymore. And you can tell by all the practice that they're getting with the production that we're seeing out of St. Mary's so far this year. As that one's fouled off, we'll do 1-2 again. Another thing that really all the Rattler players talked about was kind of having pride in the field, having the pride to be able to take care of it and to play on it, have everyone come out, watch them, and know it's their home. Something that the team has not had over the past 2 years because they weren't certain where they were going to be playing all the time, but now that they do have it, it's obvious that the Rattlers really enjoy playing here. So, one away. as we're getting ready to start. Well, not to start, but we're underway in the top of the second inning.
Third base, number 5, Mallory Mitchner.
Mallory Mitchner now stepping in. Mitchner still looking for her first hit on the year. She's played one game so far this year, but she didn't have an at-bat in that game, so this is actually her first at-bat of the season, and she looks at a ball 1. Bissaro winding and dealing. That one well inside, and it'll be 2-0. Mitchner, the junior, out of Riverside, California. And that's called a strike. 2-1. Bissaro looking in, has her sign. And that one just a bit low and outside, and it'll be 3-1. Bissaro, here's the pitch, and that one's fouled back, and it'll be a full count now for Mitchner. If you're the Zias, you don't have to get both runs back. It's still early on in the game, a lot of softball left to be played. Here's Bissaro. And that one's inside, and Mitchner will draw herself a walk. And now here comes Erica Armendariz to the plate. Armendariz, a .250 hitter so far on the year.
First base, number 14, Erica Armendariz.
No RBIs on the year quite yet, but she does have 3 runs that she scored. That one's fouled back, 0-1. And Bissaro will go and toe the rubber in the circle once again. There's the pitch. Out of the zone, 1-1. Armendariz, she's played in 12 of the 13 games so far this year for the Zias. She started 9 of them. That one's above the belt, out of the zone, 2-1 now. One thing she has been struggling with a bit, though, is she's already struck out 6 times on the year. Here's the pitch. That one hit sharply but foul down the third baseline, and it'll even up the count at 2 apiece. Madrine, she retrieves the ball. Bissaro ready to play. Has her sign. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that one just missed. It'll be a full count now. That's the kind of pitch Bissaro's going to want being called a strike all day, but just wasn't meant to be right there. That one hit right back up the middle, and it'll be a base hit. So it'll be 2 on board with 1 away as Armendariz gets the better of that battle against Bissaro. And now here comes Garmon to the plate. Garmon, she's hitting .333 on the year for the lefty. Couple of RBIs. Here comes Bissaro, and that one's above the belt, 1-0. If you're Bissaro, you want to try to get ahead in the count right here, as that one's a bit high as well, and it's 2-0. Now Alex will go out and talk to her. A little bit of strategy right here. Probably just try to calm her down. Armand is the number 8 hitter for the Zias, so Bissaro should be able to be somewhat aggressive with her. Of course, you never want to just leave one over the middle of the plate. Here's the pitch, and that one fouled off down the third base side, and it'll be a 2-1 count now. So new ball out to Bissaro, and I think they were thinking about trading it out because they didn't want a brand new one. You can actually tell with that ball that Bissaro did have, that one doesn't look worn in at all. It's a bright, bright yellow. Well, 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. That one's off the plate outside, and it's a 3-1 now. Bissaro with the pitch. That one catches the outside corner. Armand tried to head over to first and ask for the walk, but she'll have to take at least one more pitch. Bissaro deals. Swinging and a miss. A good strikeout there for Bissaro. It keeps the runners where they are. And now St. Mary's just one out away from getting out of this little predicament. It'll be Rebecca Long coming up. Long, a 143 hitter so far on the year. She has scored 3 runs for the Zias off of 1 of 7 hitting. That work had to have been off of pinch running, as it's an 0-1 count. And a swing and a miss right there, it's 0-2. The reason being why it had to have been off pinch running is she has no walks and no hits by pitches on the year either. So a speedster and a slap bunter in Long at the plate. That one in the dirt, good job by Alex of knocking it down. And the count will be 1-2. Bissaro trying to work around a walk and a single. 1-2 pitch. Just outside, and Rodriguez not able to handle it. And so both of the runners will advance a bag. So now a dangerous situation, as a single might be able to plate both runners. Full count, and that one's outside, and now a full count, I should say. So full count, 2 away. Here comes the payoff pitch, and that one's inside and a bit high as well, so ball 4. And now the bases will be full for Eastern New Mexico University. Now here comes Audrey Velasquez. Audrey, she struck out her first time up. If you're Bissaro, that's a tough walk to give up, as now you're facing the top of the order. First pitch, a bit inside, ball 1. Audrey Velasquez, 318 so far on the year. One-0 count. That pitch, it catches the plate. It's 1-1 now. Good time to go to an off-speed pitch there for Bassaro. Bassaro, another pitch. On a bit low, but a good job by Alex of knocking it down. And it'll be 3-1. For the second straight inning, Eastern New Mexico is threatening. That one tapped over toward first. Bassaro will take it herself and complete the play over to first base. So 3 left on base by the Zias. St. Mary's preserves their 2-0 lead. We're heading to the bottom of the second. So you're watching Rattler Softball here on the Rattler Network.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
And welcome back, everyone. The Rattlers up already 2-0 here in the second game of their doubleheader. Danielle Nash will be leading it off for the Rattlers. She'll be followed by Sartelich and then Nichols. Nash, she looks at a first pitch called strike one. Nash's bat was actually the only one not to go for the Rattlers in the first inning, but she'll get the opportunity to lead off here. A 154 hitter so far on the year. She has 1 RBI as well. So that one's out of the zone, 1-1. Thing about Nash, though, is she has a good on-base percentage, 421, one of the better ones on the team. She's drawn 3 walks, gotten hit by a pitch 3 times as well. 2-1 the count. And so the thing about Nash is that she might not have that many hits so far in the year, but in the situation we're in right now, she gets on base, so she's a great person to have up right now, as she shoots that one foul down the third base line, and the count will be evened up at 2-2. Nash, she also had that great diving catch out in right field. That was in the top of the first inning. Great highlight play. And she lifts this one, gets underneath it, it's towards center. And the catch is made by Candelaria. So 1 away. And it'll be the top of the order coming back up for the Rattlers. Rattler fans, be sure to check us out on Twitter at St. Mary's Rattlers. Right now, actually, I believe David Tovar has taken over the Rattlers Twitter link, and he'll be live tweeting all game long. We'll, of course, be having the regular tweets going out as well with the highlights of the softball game. But if you want to keep up on the Battle of the Saints, as the basketball team are playing St. Edwards this weekend, be sure to check us out on Twitter at St. Mary's Rattlers. 0-1 the count, 1 away. Sardalich up at the plate. She singled her first time up to lead off the effort for the Rattlers, came around, scored a run. And she waited on that off-speed pitch and was able to shoot one into right field this time, her second hit of the day. So Sardalich doing more than playing her part in the leadoff role. Now here comes Katie Nichols. Katie, she was hit by a pitch her first time out, came around, scored a run. We'll see what she does here with 1 away. Pitch above the belt, 1-0. And Nichols will dig back in. Ramirez, winding, dealing, and it's called a strike. Ramirez dealing. Nichols, she shoots this one but foul down the third base side. And the count will now move to 1-2. Nichols does have 8 RBIs so far on the year, so if she were to get extra bases, Sardalich could probably try to get around and score. Both players very good speed-wise. Ramirez now with the pitch, and that one hit into the gap toward left center field. Sardalich will be getting on her horse, Nichols as well, and Sardalich will come around and score with ease. It's 3-0 for the Rattlers. So a double for Nichols, and St. Mary's now ahead 3-0. Their offense just keeps on rolling. And now here comes Taylor Vidrine. Vidrine popped out to second her first time up. And pitch inside. And a bit high as well, 1-0. Here's Ramirez, the pitch. That one's outside. Owing for third is Nichols, and she didn't have a tag applied to her, so she'll pick up the extra bag. It was a good try at a pick by Ripple. She got the throw over there, just didn't have enough time as the speedy Nichols grabbed the bag. Vidrine, hot shot over third, but it's caught by Michener. Nichols able to dive back safely though. And there will be 2 away now for the Rattlers. Now here comes Haley Richter to the plate. Haley, she walked her first time up. Ramirez the pitch, and catches the inside corner on Richter, 0-1. Richter already a tremendous 22 RBIs on the year. You know St. Mary's would love for her to add to her totals here right now. And that pitch inside, above the belt. 1-1 now the count. Should Richter reach, Benavidez waits on deck. And Richter, she shoots this one over towards second. Velasquez the throw in time, and that'll do it for the bottom of the second. But not before St. Mary's tacks on one more run. They now lead by a score of 3-0.
1 run on 2 hits, there were no errors.
Looking for these? You drive Buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
That first pitch catches the inside corner for a called strike one. It's Candelaria leading off here in the top of the third inning. She'll be followed by Sarag and then Ripple. So 2, 3, and 4 will be hitting here this inning. And that first one is shot into right field for a lead-off single. Candelaria, she's now 2 for 2 on the ball game. And now it'll be Kyra Sarag coming to the plate. Sarag, she had a single her first time up as well. Candelaria on first, as that first pitch is outside for ball one. Candelaria, she has stolen 2 bags so far this year on 4 attempts. So Rodriguez and the Rattlers will have to be aware. Oh, pickoff throw to first, but she dove back safely. And the count will be 1-1 now. It seems like St. Mary's more than aware of the scouting report. 2-0 the count. And that one lifted high up into the air. In center field making the play is Nichols, so 1 away. And now it'll be up to Shelby Ripple. Ripple, she popped out towards right field her last time up. Ripple, though, the best hitter for the Zias so far this year. Her 9 RBIs, leads the team. But she gets underneath this one, and Nichols is on to make the play once again. So 2 out. And now here comes Elizabeth Velasquez. Elizabeth, she grounded out to Rodriguez her first time up. Rodriguez, she had to make that barehanded play. So Velasquez digging back in. And she shoots that one, but it's off the glove of Bissaro. And over at second and was Villa, but no one's covering first. Just some bad luck right there for the Rattlers, and it'll result in a base hit for the Zias. So 2 on, 2 out. Here comes Mitchner to the plate. Mitchner, she walked her last time up. She had a great at-bat her last time out. She was able to get the count full and foul off a couple before she walked. And she sends that one over towards short. The play is made by Medina over to Villa, and that'll do it for the inning. So 2 left on base, but no harm to St. Mary's. They still lead it 3-0.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
Bottom of the third, set to get underway for the Rattlers here at the brand new softball field, a part of the new park here at St. Mary's. It's a great environment to be out at. Benavides, Bissaro, Rodriguez all due up this inning. And that first one shot by Benavides over to third, the play made by Mitchner, 1 away. So 1 pitch, 1 away. And now here comes Bissaro. Maricela, she popped out her first time. That was also over to Mitchner. They've given Mitchner a good workout over there at third. Bissaro still looking for that first hit on the year. And a called strike 1 right there. Ramirez, winding, dealing. That pitch above the belt, 1-1 now. Maricela ready at the plate. That ball hit high into the air towards right field. Long settles underneath it, makes the snag, 2 away. And now here comes Alex Rodriguez. Alex, she is hit by a pitch her first time up. She'll step into the box.
Your catcher, number 22, Alex Rodriguez.
Alex, she's played every game at catcher so far this year. That pitch bounces in front of the plate towards the left-handed hitter box and settles in for ball 1. Alex, her first season of full duty behind the plate. Her first 2 seasons, she'd split time as catcher and as a second baseman. But now this year, the job is hers full time. Ramirez winds and deals, and a called strike there. It'll even up the count at 1 apiece. St. Mary's, they scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second if you're just joining us. If they want to keep on scoring every inning, then Rodriguez will have to get on board here. And she does so with a nice single into left field. So A-Rod looking to try to get the 2-out rally going. And now it'll be Amanda Villa.
Second base, number 3, Amanda Villa.
Amanda, she grounded out to third her first time up. At first pitch taken for a called strike 1. Rodriguez, she doesn't usually try to steal bags. In fact, she hasn't attempted all this year. Although it's something that she has done a couple of times in the past. That pitch a bit high and tight, and the count will be evened at 1-1. Villa, 7 RBIs so far on the year. And that one in on her fist, so go over to first base. Oh, the first baseman not able to handle it. Rodriguez heading over to third, and she'll be gunned down. So Rodriguez trying to take a risk over there and get to third, but she is cut down to end the inning, and that'll do it for the third. We're heading into the fourth. Rattlers still lead it 3-0.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
And welcome back, everyone. Top of the fourth, ready to get underway here at the softball field. Will be the bottom of the order due up for the Zias, Armendariz, Garmon, and Long. Armendariz, she singled her first time up. Pissarro back out there, another inning of work. That one popped up directly above us and out of play for what will be just strike 1. Pissarro, she's had a good outing. She's been able to work around a couple of tough situations. She's given up 5 hits, but still has the shutout intact. A couple of strikeouts also for her today, as that one's out of the zone, and will even up the count at 1-1. Remind you, Rattler fans, spring and summer, the season is coming up. It's time to put away those jackets, pull out a t-shirt, and you want to represent your Rattlers wearing some blue and gold when you come out to the game. Best place to get your gear is rattlergear.com. Rattlergear.com. You can buy t-shirts, shorts, hats, everything that you could want. You can also get your own custom jerseys there right now. Get your name and number of choice on those. As that one's fouled away, 2-2 will be the count. And remember, that place to get it is rattlergear.com. So 2-2 the count. Bassaro. She wants a different softball, I do believe. The umpire shall have to go and retrieve a couple from the Rattler dugout. Softballs have been being fouled off with a good amount of regularity so far here today. Good environment here tonight. Not a bad crowd. Here to try to watch the number 14 St. Mary's Rattlers close out their doubleheader with yet another victory. So that pitch is slightly off the plate and the count will now go full. Softball field is very lovely, especially when we get towards the later stages of the day. Full count, here's the pitch. That one smacked foul. Vadrine will go to retrieve it. And we'll do 3-2 yet again. Softball field, if you're familiar with the St. Mary's campus, you can see Treadaway Hall from it right on over there. You can actually look out of some of the rooms and see the field, as that one's outside for ball 4. And of course, just right across the way is the baseball field, Dixon Stadium. Sigma Beta Chi, the soccer pitch, is right next door as well. All of it a part of the new parks here at St. Mary's. As that one's outside for ball 1. I have to tell you, as a student, as Garmon's coming to the plate as well, it's really nice to just have everything on campus, as that one gets away from Rodriguez, and Armendariz will take the extra base. It's really a great environment to come out to and watch your Rattler teams. And all the teams are very, very good this year. Baseball, of course, they're good once again. Nationally ranked, number 7 right now. Softball, they're dominant at home right now. It's worth coming out and watching. 2-0 the count, as that one fouled away. Armand, she was trying to lay down the bunt there and get a head start. Not exactly a slap bunt, but she's trying to get on base along with move the runner on over to third. 2-1 the count. Maricela with the pitch, and the bunt is laid down. Sardolich right there to throw to first is into, oh, safe. It was close over there at first, but safe is the call. And it'll be runners on the corners with none away. So a single for Garmon. Sardolich, she took a very brief look over to third base to see if she could have gotten the leadoff runner. And that brief look might have cost her just the millisecond she needed. Well, here comes Rebecca Long. Runner bluffing over towards second, but staying put. And with it being around the Olympic times, I think we all realize the importance of milliseconds nowadays. That one tapped over to third. The runner will stay at third. Try to double her off, but not able to do so. So it'll be one away over at first base as Long was retired. Garmon moved up to second, and that'll take the double play equation away. And now it'll be Audrey Velasquez coming to the plate. Velasquez, she's 0 for 2 today. She struck out and grounded out to Bassaro, who is pitching. 2 runners in scoring position for the Zias. That pitch hit up into the air. Medina will go back. She'll make the snag. And just like that, 2 away now. Jacqueline Candelera coming up. Candelera, so far she's 2 for 2 today. Bassaro's had a little bit of trouble with her. First pitch, and that will be shot. Oh, the diving effort by Villa. 1 run's home. The second one is cut down. Rodriguez able to apply the tag as she blocked the plate. 1 run scored, but St. Mary's able to save the second. So 3-1 now the score. We're heading to the bottom of 4. You're watching Rattler Softball here on the Rattler Network.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Bottom 4 about to get underway. Ramirez still out there in the circle. First pitch thrown in there for a called strike 1 to Nash. Nash, she's 0 for 1 today. The number 9 hitter for the Rattlers, looking to turn the lineup on over. Nash, she popped out to center her first time up. And she's able to hold up right there on her swing 1-1. You can see the center fielder playing a step or 2 on over to left. Second baseman was actually playing quite deep there on the first couple of pitches, but now creep back in a little bit more. Nash, she looks at that one as well, and it's now a 2-1 count. Ramirez, winding, dealing, and that one's off the plate, and it's now a 3-1 count. So Nash doing exactly what you want to do if you're the number 9 hitter. Try to work the pitcher a little bit, see some pitches in your at-bat. And this one was hit off the plate, and therefore a foul ball. And it'll be a 3-2 count. Ramirez back into the circle. The lights on the stadium, obviously already on. The sun just about fully set. And with that, the venue or the softball field just about set as well. That one fouled off. We'll do 3-2 again. Ramirez trying to find the pitch. Nash trying to find one just to hit. And that one out on the outer edges of the plate. Nash pulls it over to third. And Mitchner able to retire. So 1 away, and now here comes Sardulich to the plate. Cole stepping into the box. And that first pitch taken high up into the air towards center field, but a bit too much air underneath it, and Candelaria is able to handle it. 2 away now. So that'll do it for Sardalich, who's now 2 for 3 on the day. And here comes Nichols now to the plate. Katie, she's 1 for 1 today. She had the double. She's also hit by a pitch. Came around and scored a run. Here's Ramirez. And that one called strike 1. So 2 away. Nichols trying to make sure the Rattlers don't go in order this inning. Ramirez trying to make the Rattlers go in order. Here's the pitch. And that one shot into left. And Nichols, her second hit of the day. A single and a double now. And now it'll be Vadrine. Taylor, 0 for 2 so far today. She's popped out twice, but both times to infielders, although the last one was a shot over towards third. Pitch out of the zone, 1-0. And knowing Taylor, she probably thinks she's due up there at the plate. Oh, hot shot! Ramirez, the reflexes to get out the way and get the out. And that'll do it for the inning. So St. Mary's, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base. 3-1 still the score. We're heading to the top of the 5th here on the Rattler Network.
Rattlers 3.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Top of the 5th, about to get underway here at the softball field, a part of the parks here at St. Mary's. New pitcher to tell you about, it's Viana Gutierrez into the game. Viana, a 2.15 ERA on the year to go along with her 3-1 record. Viana, she has 30 strikeouts in her 29 1/3 pitched. So that one's foul down the third base side. Opposing Gutierrez this inning, it'll be Sarag, Ripple, and Velasquez. Elizabeth Velasquez, that is. 0-1 the count. Viana, the last of the trio of St. Mary's pitchers that they usually use. As that one's tapped back to her, and she'll toss it over to Richter for the first out. Britton, Bissaro, Gutierrez, the big three, if you will, for the Rattlers when it comes to being in the circle. Will be Shelby Ripple now at the plate. Ripple, she's 0 for 2. She's popped out to left and center. And now she pops one over to right. It's falling quickly for a base hit. As Nash started back on that one and it dove quickly in the night sky. And Ripple will have a single. Now here comes Elizabeth Velasquez.
And at the plate, second base, Elizabeth Velasquez.
Velasquez, she's 1 for 2. She singled her last time up. Gutierrez with the pitch. And that one's out of the zone, 1-0. Gutierrez. Twist to the right. Here's the pitch. And that one's fouled back. It'll be 1-1 now. And really, with as much credit as the Rattler hitting has gotten, the Rattler pitching has been very good as well. A staff ERA of 1.97. So if you're going into every game and you're only allowing just about 2 runs, you're going to be in pretty good shape most of the time. That one flipped over to second, and the play is made. The throw by Sardalich almost pulled Villa off the bag, but she was able to gather herself and get the second out. So fielder's choice will make it 2 away.
Now batting, third base, Mallory Mitchner.
And now here comes Mallory Mitchner to the plate. Mallory is 0 for 1. She walked once this game, and a called strike 1. Gutierrez has the best strikeout rate amongst the 3 St. Mary's pitchers, so expect her to try to throw some by, as that one's fouled away. 0-2 now. And speaking of strikeouts, Matt McLean of St. Mary's, 12 more strikeouts last night as he threw a no-hitter. So if you want to check out that no-hitter, you can check us out, youtube.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. And of course, there's interviews and an article up on rattlerathletics.com as well. And now let's see if Gutierrez can get this strikeout here. 0-2 the count, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Oh, that one just barely missed the corner, 1-2. It's one of those pitches where you're trying to just barely paint the corner and trying to bait the hitter to swing at it as well. 1-2. Off speed over to Sardalich. Takes it on 2 hops. The throw to first ends the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base. We're going to go on ahead, head to the bottom of the 5th. Rattlers still lead it, 3-1.
There were no errors. 1 runner.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
3-1. The Rattlers still with the advantage. The bottom of the fifth just getting underway as Richter looks at ball one right there. Richter 0 for 1 so far today. She walked her first time up, but her last time up grounded out toward second base. We'll see if she can lead off and get on for the Rattlers here. And a 2-0 count now. Ramirez, the ball back, and back towards the circle. Both teams so far today 7 hits, but St. Mary's piecing it together much better. Able to wiggle their way out of some tough situations as well, as it's now a 3-0 count for Richter. Ramirez, here's the pitch, and that one's off the plate. 3-1 now. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off into the crowd, and it'll be a full count now. Ramirez, she comes set. Here's the pitch. That one hit over towards short. Velasquez, the glove, the throw, in time, 1 away. And now it'll be Benavidez' turn. Benavidez 1 for 2 today. She grounded out to third base her last time up.
Now batting for the Rattlers, your DP, Laura Benavidez.
St. Mary's trying to extend their winning streak, as that one's called strike one. If they win here today in this game, their winning streak would be at 12 on the year. In good position so far, 3-1, but always looking to add insurance runs. So that one's popped foul, and the count will be 0-2 to Benavidez. Benavidez back in the box. Ramirez, the twist and pitch out of the zone, 1-2. Both pitchers out there right now, Ramirez and Gutierrez, both do that. It's a way to get yourself in a rhythm. As that one swung on and missed, and Benavidez goes down. First strikeout of the day for Ramirez. And now will be Gutierrez coming to the plate for her first at bat.
For the Rattlers, your pitcher, Gutierrez.
Here's the pitch to Gutierrez, and a called strike one. Gutierrez, a .455 hitter so far on the year. As she hits that one over to Velasquez at short. Throw in time, and that'll do it for the inning. 1, 2, 3, go St. Mary's. We're heading to the 6th. Rattlers still lead it 3-1.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a win.
Division II student athletes have a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions. Nearly
have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
And welcome back, everyone. Top of the sixth about to get underway. It'll be Erica Armendariz due up. She'll be followed by Garmon and then Long, the bottom of the order, here to face Viana Gutierrez. First pitch out of the zone, 1-0. Gutierrez puts her hand on the chalk, probably get a bit better grip off of that. And here's the pitch. And called strike one. Armendariz, so far today, she's 1 for 1. She walked her last time up, came around, scored the one run of the ball game for the Zias. As that one's off the plate, 2-1. Pissarro, or beg your pardon, Gutierrez, the pitch. That one popped over towards second base. Via's on, she'll make the play. And so, one away. And here comes Kaylin Garman to the plate. Garman, she's 1 for 2, struck out and singled. First pitch, a called strike one. Garman tried to come around to score in the 4th inning, but she was thrown out at the plate as that one swung on and missed, and it'll be 0-2 now. 0-2, Gutierrez. That pitch outside, and it's 1-2 now. Gutierrez sets, deals. That one hit over to Sardalich. Quick throw in time to get Garman, and 2 away. That's something you see out of softball players more often than not. They have very quick release times. They get out of their glove and throw it across the diamond in a hurry. It's something you have to do, honestly, because of the slightly smaller field. And now Rebecca Long, it'll be her turn to come up. Long, she's 0 for 1. Grounded out to Sardalich her last time up. That pitch, ooh, just barely missed the corner, 1-0. Gutierrez looking in. Twist and pitch, and a called strike. Same pitch as last time, this one just a tad bit more on the plate, and it gets the call. One and one. Here's the pitch, and that one off the glove of Rodriguez, and it will now be 2-1. Two-one count. Gutierrez with the pitch, and that one just off the plate, and it's a 3-1 count now. Gutierrez trying to work quickly through this part of the lineup. Long, 3-1 count on her. Here's the pitch. And Long shoots this one over to Sardalich, and that'll do it for the inning. So quick 1-2-3 inning for Gutierrez and the Rattlers. Heading to the bottom of the sixth. You're watching Rattler Softball on the Rattler Network.
Get your ass out. You're not sitting here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stab me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
And welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the 6th inning about to get underway. Quick change to tell you about for the Zias. Amanda Martinez on to play third base now. She'll be heading in for Mallory Minchner. For St. Mary's, it'll be the bottom of the order due up, led off by Alex Rodriguez. It'll be Rodriguez, Villa, and then Nash. Rodriguez, first pitch, popped up into the air and caught by the shortstop Velasquez. And A-Rod is retired for the second time today. So it'll be a 1-for-3 day for Alex. And Villa will now come to the plate.
Second base, Amanda Villa.
Villa, she's 1-for-2 so far today. Last time up, she had a single. Here's the pitch, and that one smoked into left field. Villa got what she was looking for and deposited it into the outfield. So 2-for-3 day for Villa, and now here comes Nash. Nash 0-for-2 today. Let's see if she can get on the board with a hit, but first a pinch runner for the Rattlers. Pinch runner will be Kiana Cisneros. Cisneros will be running for Villa.
Now batting for the Rattlers, your right fielder, Danielle Nash.
And Danielle Nash will be coming to the plate. One away for the Rattlers. The pinch runner will be an attempt to have an insurance run added to the already 2-run St. Mary's lead, as Nash looks at a called strike one. Oh and 1, one away. Ramirez lines, deals, and that one out of the zone, 1-1. Ramirez, she's had a good effort here today. She's now has her pitch count up in the 80s. One count. Ramirez deals, and that one out of the zone, 2-1 now. You can hear the Rattler dugout having a little bit of fun right now. They can start to feel this win. Two-1 the count, one away. That pitch popped up into the air. Ramirez takes charge. She'll make the catch. 2 away now. And it'll go back to the top of the order for the Rattlers. Here comes Sardalich. Sardalich 2-for-2 today. Also 2 runs scored for the leadoff hitter of the Rattlers. That pitch. Oh, Sardalich late on the swing. The runner goes, and they got her. Cisneros gets gunned down at second base, and that'll do it for the 6th. We're heading to the 7th. The Rattlers a chance to close it out. They lead 3-1.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Top of the 7th upcoming. It'll be the top of the order for the Zias, Velasquez, Candelaria, and Sarag. Amanda Villa has re-entered into the game. She'll be playing second base as that first pitch thrown in there for a called strike one. Gutierrez, she would have worked 3 innings in relief if she gets through this one, so she is online for the save. Bissaro online for the win. It's Gutierrez to the plate, swung on and missed. She's blown 2 by her now. And Audrey Velasquez will have to shorten up her swing. Gutierrez, she dusts off the rubber. Has her sign. Here's the pitch. And that one outside, 1-2. St. Mary's trying to improve to 4-0 on this St. Mary's Invitational. They would also move their winning streak to an even dozen, 12 games. That one hit over to short, taken by Medina. Throw to first in time, 1 away. Now here comes Candelaria to the plate. Candelaria, she's had a great game. She's 3 for 3.
Candelaria.
3 singles so far on the game. 2 off Bissaro, 1 off Gutierrez. First pitch out of the zone, 1-0. Gutierrez the pitch, that one out of the zone, 2-0. Gutierrez, 2-0 the count against Candelaria. Back into the circle, the twist and pitch, and a called strike. St. Mary's, they'll be back in action tomorrow, another doubleheader. First game will be against Midwestern State. That'll start at noon. The game after that will start at 2 o'clock. That'll be against Tarleton State. As that one swung on and missed, and the count now evened at 2-2. Of course, we'll be bringing you those games. Be sure to just check us out, RattlerAthletics.com. 2-2 count, 1 away. Gutierrez, here's the pitch. I want a bit inside, a bit in the dirt as well, and the count is now full.
Games or Kimmy Butters?
Gutierrez, she'll look in. The payoff pitch. And a called strike 3. 2 away. St. Mary's 1 away from closing out the ball game. It'll be Kyra Sarag coming up to the plate.
Now batting, level fielder, Kyra Sarag.
Sarag, 1 for 3 today. Last time up, she tapped one to Gutierrez. She does the same here. And that'll do it for the game. So the Rattlers pick up another win, their 12th win in a row. Rattlers move to a record of 16-3 on the year. Meanwhile, Eastern New Mexico University drops to a record of 6-8. Winning pitcher is Mariceli Bissaro. She improves her record to 2-0. Gutierrez, she picks up the save, her first on the year. Meanwhile, Ramirez picks up the loss for Eastern New Mexico University. Her record is now 0-1. Remind you, Rattler fans, please tune in tomorrow, see the conclusion of the St. Mary's Invitational. The Rattlers will be in action at noon and once again at 2 o'clock.